Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, please.
In my notebook and write them aloud. Goodbye. Do you have English time? I have for them a work. How do you have English today? Yes, I did. How do you practice reading? I write. Call me. How do you learn vocabulary? I will look in my notebook and draw and then go. How often do you have English? I have it 2 times a week. How do you have English today? Yes, I do. Are you practice reading? I'm reading English comic book. How often do you learn vocabulary? I writing new words in my notebook and think aloud. Hello, khỏe. Con often do you have English? I have 4 times a week. Do you have English today? Yes, I do. How do you practice reading? I read English comic books. How do you learn vocabulary? I write new words in my notebook and read them aloud. Hello, ma'am. Miss Quyền.
Very good. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first question for you. So if you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
I go to uh,
You go to the pharmacy. You know, pharmacy. Okay. If you want to buy some bread or some cakes, where do you go?
I go to
Go to the bakery or the supermarket. Yeah.
supermarket.
Yes. And if you want to see the animals, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
Okay. What did you do last night?
I watch TV.
Yes.
Eat dinner.
Oh,
And go to bed early.
went to bed early. Okay. And what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is math, Vietnamese, science, and history.
Okay. So what lesson do you have on Mondays?
I have 5 lessons: Vietnamese, math, PE, science, and
And okay. Now the next question. When do you have English? When do you have English?
I have English twice a week.
But when? Which days you have English? I don't ask the question how often. I ask when. You know, and you have to answer days of the week. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. So when do you have English?
I have Thursday and Friday.
Okay. And you can tell me how do you learn vocabulary? How do you learn vocabulary? Good evening, Kai.
Good evening, teacher.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first question for you. If you want to buy some sweets, where do you go?
It's big sweet shop.
Okay. And if you want to watch movies, where do you go?
It's cinema.
Cinema. And if you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
It's pharmacy.
Good job. What did you do yesterday?
I did my homework.
Did you help your mom to clean the house?
Yes.
Yes. And what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English.
English. When do you have English?
I have it's on Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Wednesday. Good job. Who is taller in your family, father or your mother?
The father is taller than my mom.
Good job. What is the fastest animal in the world?
It's cheetah.
Good job. And how often do you have English?
I have English twice a week.
Good job.
Twice a week.
Okay. How do you learn vocabulary?
Because
How do you learn? How do you learn vocabulary?
I write in my notebook and read them aloud.
Good job. And how do you practice listening?
I watch English cartoon on TV
And why do you learn English?
because I want to read some story.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Wang.
Hello, Miss Quyền.
Yes. How are you today?
Oh, today I'm very well.
Okay. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now the first question. So, can you tell me what is your favorite food?
Oh, I like rice and rice noodle with beef so much.
Okay. So, when do you go to school?
Oh, I go to school every day except Sunday and Saturday.
Okay. So the next question. Where do you go if you want to buy medicine?
Oh, I go to the pharmacy.
And where do you go if you want to buy something to repair maybe potty?
Oh, I go to the supermarket.
Yes. What subjects do you have on Monday?
I have math, Vietnamese, English, music, and arts.
Where did you go last summer holiday?
I went to Dalek City.
Yes. And do you love English?
Yeah.
Yes. How do you practice writing?
Oh, I write email to my friends.
What about listening skills? How do you practice listening?
I watch some English cartoon on TV.
Yes. And why do you learn English?
Oh, because I want to be an English teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Good evening, Chloe.
Good evening, Miss Win.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so how was your day?
My name is Khoi.
Yeah, how was your day? How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready for your speaking test? Ready?
Yes.
Yes. Now we go to the first question for you. If you want to buy some bread, where do you go?
I go to the bakery.
Okay. What about if you want to buy some meat, or maybe where do you go?
I go to the supermarket.
Or supermarket. Okay, that's good. And if you want to buy some toys, where do you go? Toys.
Oh. I go to toys shop.
Very good. Do you like watching movies?
No.
Okay. And can you tell me your favorite subject? What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is art.
Art? How often do you have art?
I have it once a week.
Yes. Can you tell me some ways maybe you often study English, you learn English? Yeah. How do you learn English?
I write new words in my books and read them aloud every day.
Yes. And why do you learn English?
Because I want to an English teacher.
Okay. So what did you do last night? What did you do last night?
I brushed my teeth and go to bed early.
Okay. And does your family often go to the coffee shop? Yeah. Does your family often go to the coffee shop?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Good evening, Wing. Yeah.
Good evening, Miss Moon.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm good, right? Are you ready for your speaking test? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Now the first question for you. Okay. Let me see. So, if you want to read books, where do you go? Where do you go if you want to read books? Where do you go if you want to read books? Okay. So we can go to the library to read books, right? Go to the library. Okay. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go? We can go to the pharmacy if you want to buy medicine, right? Go to the pharmacy. Okay. Can you tell me the next one? What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What? What did you do? What did you do yesterday? So what lesson do you have on Fridays? What lesson do you have on Fridays?
I have 5 lessons.
5 lessons. What are they?
They are math, Vietnamese, English, art, and science.
Yes. What is your favorite subject? What is your favorite subject?
Math.
You learn math? Math? Okay. How often do you have math?
Because
How often do you have math? Okay. Thank you. Good evening, Hưng.
good evening, Miss Quyên.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm very well.
Alright. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first question for you. If you want to buy medicine, where do you go?
I'll go to pharmacy.
Yeah, you go to the pharmacy. If you want to see animals, where do you go?
I'll go to the zoo.
Yes. If you want to buy some bread, where do you go?
I'll go to the bakery.
Okay. What did you do last night?
I watch TV and do my homework, hear my mom, and I go to bed.
Great job. When do you go to school? You go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
I go to school in the morning.
Good job. And how often do you have, how often do you do your homework? How often do you do your homework?
3 times a day.
Oh, 3 times a day. What is your favorite subject?
It's math.
Math? Okay. How often do you have math?
I have every day.
Do you like English?
Yes.
Yes. How do you learn English?
I have English on Tuesday and Wednesday.
How do you learn? How do you learn English? How do you learn? Or maybe how do you practice? How do you learn vocabulary?
I read, I write the vocabulary, and I read aloud.
Okay. Why do you learn English?
Because watch English cartoon on TV.
Yes. Good job. Thank you. Good evening, Quyền. Yes. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first question. If you want to watch movies, where do you go?
Cinema.
Yeah. And you answer, I go to the.
I go to the cinema.
Very good. If you want to see animals, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
Good job. And if you want to buy some meat or some sandwiches, where do you go?
I go to supermarket.
Supermarket. That's good. Can you tell me some activities you did yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What did you do? What did you do yesterday?
I want to
Oh, you did your homework and play badminton. Okay. And what is your favorite subject?
I like fish and chicken.
What is your favorite subject?
I like music and art.
Okay. And how often do you have art?
I have this one week.
And how often do you have English?
I have this 2 times a week.
Good job. Do you love English?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you learn English?
I sing in the song.
Good job. How do you learn vocabulary?
I write email to my friends.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Wong.
Hello, Miss Wing.
Yes, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Good job. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. And the first question for you. If I want to read books, where do I go?
I go bookshop.
Oh, bookshop, read books? Okay.
I go to library.
The library, good. If you want to swim, where do you go?
I go swimming pool.
You go to the swimming pool. And if you want to watch films, where do you go?
I go cinema.
Go to the cinema. Good job. Can you tell me some activities you did maybe yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I did watch TV and do homework.
Good job. And can you tell me what is the fastest animal in the world?
It's cheetah.
Cheetah. Who is taller in your family? Father or your father, your mother?
Your father.
Your father. And who often cooks in your family? Who often cooks in your family?
Your mother.
Your mother. Good job. When do you have English? When?
It's Friday and Thursday.
Good job. How often do you have math?
I have math every day.
Every day. Do you like English?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you learn English?
I talk with foreign friends.
Oh, how do you learn speaking English? How do you learn? How do you practice speaking English?
I practice speaking English with friends every day.
Yes, okay. And what about vocabulary? How do you learn vocabulary?
I write new words in my notebook and game aloud.
Very good, thank you. Hello, Thai.
Hello, Miss Quyền.
Yes, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Good job. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first one. If you want to see animals, where do you go?
To go on the zoo.
Oh, you go to the zoo, okay. And what about if you want to buy some bread, where do you go?
Shop.
Bread shop, bakery. Yes, you can buy some bread in the bakery or in the supermarket. And the next one, what did you do last night? What did you do last night? Did you do your homework or did you watch TV? Watch TV with your family, right? Okay. How often do you have mass? And how often do you have English?
I have
Yes. how do you learn vocabulary? How do you learn vocabulary? Okay, thank you. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Yes. How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm good. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yeah.
Okay, ready. Now the first question for you. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
I go to pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Very good. If you want to see animals, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
Yes. And if you want to swim, where do you go?
I go to swimming pool.
You go to the swimming pool. Good job. Who is taller in your family? Your father, your mother, you or your younger brother? Who is taller?
My father is taller than mother.
Oh, your mother is taller than your father?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Now the next question. What did you do like yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I go to school.
Oh, you go to school. You went to school. Oh, went to school. And now, how often do you have maths?
I have math every day.
You have maths every school day, right? And how often do you have English?
I have English Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Fridays. Why do you learn English? Why do you learn English?
Because I want to teach English.
Okay. And how do you practice listening?
I watch English cartoon on TV.
Very good. Thank you. Good evening, Jung.
Good evening, Miss Quyền.
Yes. How are you today?
Oh, I'm very well.
Good job. And are you ready for your speaking test?
Yeah.
Yes. The first question for you. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
I go to the pharmacy.
Pharmacy. And if you want to see movies, watch movies, where do you go?
I go to the cinema.
Yes. And if you want to play sports, where do you go?
I go to the sports center.
Good job. Who is taller in your family? Father, your mother?
My father.
Oh, your father is very good. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I go to school.
I went to.
I went to school.
Yes. When do you go to school? When? In the morning or in the afternoon?
I go to school from I go to school from morning to afternoon.
Oh, very good. And how often do you, what lesson do you have on Fridays?
I have 6 lessons.
Okay. What lessons?
Art, math, Vietnamese, science, music, and history.
Yes. And when do you have English? When do you have English?
I have English on Monday and Thursday.
Okay. Do you like English?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you learn English?
I learn English because I want to sing an English song.
Yes. And how do you practice speaking?
I practice speaking by I speak it while I talk to my foreign friends.
Very good, thank you. Hello, Ying.
Hello, Miss Quyền.
Yes, how are you today?
I'm happy.
Okay, are you ready for your speed test?
Yes.
Yes. The first question for you. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
I go to the pharmacy.
Okay. And if you want to see animals, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
Yeah. And if you want to play sports, where do you go?
I go to the sports center.
Good job. Do you like watching movies?
No, I don't.
Okay. Can you tell me some activities you did yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I do my homework.
I
did my homework.
Did your homework. And did you help your mom to maybe clean the house?
Yes.
Yes. When do you go to school?
I go to school from Monday to Friday.
In the morning or in the afternoon?
In the morning.
Yes.
Afternoon is from Monday to Wednesday.
Oh, okay. And what lesson do you have on Mondays?
I have Vietnamese, Mars, art, and music.
Yes. And when do you have English?
I have it on Monday and Friday.
Good job. Do you like English?
Yes, I do.
How do you learn vocabulary?
I learn vocabulary by writing the words in my notebook and read them aloud.
Okay. And why do you learn English? Why do you learn English?
Because I can sing English songs.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Led. Good evening. Good evening, Miss Wing. Good evening.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do what? Okay, are you ready for your speaking test? Are you ready? Ready? Are you ready? Yes. So, okay, now the first question for you. What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? Did you go out or did you do your homework? Or did you, what did you do?
I do homework.
You did your homework. Okay. When do you go to school? When do you go to school? You go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
I go to school in the morning.
Yeah, okay. And who is taller in your family? Your father or your mother?
And your mother.
My mother. Okay, good job. And what lesson do you have on Fridays? What lesson do you have on Fridays?
I have many stories.
And when do you have English? When do you have English?
And English.
When do you have English?
I went to Monday and Tuesday.
Good job. How do you learn vocabulary? How do you learn vocabulary?
I
Write new words
in
my notebook.
notebook
And
and read them aloud.
okay, thank you. Good evening, Hoyan.
Good evening, Miss Wen.
Good job. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Good job. The first question. If you want to buy some meat, where do you go?
I go to the supermarket.
Go to supermarket. How often do you go to supermarket? How often?
Once a week.
Oh, who do you go with?
I go to the supermarket with my family.
Good job. Okay. The next question. If you want to see animals, where do you go?
I go to the zoo.
Yes. And if you want to play sports, where do you go?
I go to the sports center.
Okay. Can you tell me some activity you did yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I play badminton.
Play badminton. So yesterday did you go to school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
I go to school in the morning.
Okay. And what's your favorite subject?
English is my favorite subject.
Good job. How often do you have English? How often do you have English?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. Good job. And how do you learn vocabulary?
I write new word in my notebook.
Yes.
And I read and I say them aloud.
Okay. How do you practice listening?
I practice listening.
Yes.
I watch cartoon on TV.
Very good. Thank you. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Miss Quyền.
Okay. How are you today? How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yes. Okay. So now it's your turn. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Now the first question. If you want to buy some, maybe some sweets, where do you go? Sweets, you know, it's in candies. Where do you go if you want to buy some candies? Candies. If you want to buy some, you want to candy shops. Okay. And if you want to buy some bread, where do you go?
I go to the bakery.
And if you want to watch movies, where do you go? Watch movies. Where do you go? You know movies? It means films. Where do you go? Films. You know films? Movies? Okay, now next question. What did you do yesterday?
I do my homework.
You did your homework. And what else? Did you have your mom to clean the house? Do you have your mom?
I hate your mom.
Okay. And
Clean your house.
yes. When do you go to school? You go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
I went by.
Go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
By.
Both.
By.
Both. You go to school morning or afternoon? Go to school yeah. Go to school in the morning. Good job. And what lesson do you have on Fridays? What lesson do you have on Fridays?
I have 5 lessons.
5 lessons. So what lessons?
I have math, Vietnamese, English, music.
That's all? Okay. How do you learn vocabulary?
I read aloud.
Yes, read aloud. And how do you practice listening? How do you practice listening?
I watch cartoon.
Okay.
I watch English cartoon on TV.
Right. Thank you. Hello, May.
Hello, Miss Wing.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm very happy, and you?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. Are you ready for your speaking test?
Yes.
Yes. Then the first question for you. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go?
Pharmacy.
Okay. You go to the pharmacy, right? If you want to buy some bread, where do you go?
I go to bakery.
Bakery. And if you want to see movies, where do you go?
I go cinema.
Yes. Who is taller in your family? Your father or your mother?
My mother is shorter than my father.
Maybe your father is taller, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you tell me some activities you did yesterday? What did you do yesterday?
I work at home.
You work at home. What did you do at home? What did you do?
I do my homework.
You did your homework.
Yes.
Yes. When do you go to school? Go to school in the morning or in the afternoon?
In the morning.
Morning. And what lesson do you have on Wednesdays?
I art, math, Vietnamese, geography, and history.
Good job. How do you practice speaking?
I speaking every day
Yes. And why do you learn English?
because I travel. I want to be travel.
Oh, you want to travel. Okay, very good. Thank Hello, Ling.
Hello.
Good job. How are you today? How are you?
How hello. I do.
I'm good. Okay. Are you ready for your speaking test? Ready?
I did.
Yes. The first question. If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go? If you want to buy some medicine, where do you go? Where do you go? Buy some medicine. Buy some medicine. Where do you go? You know medicine. It means people often drink when they maybe when they sick. Yeah, when they ill, health problem. Yeah, medicine. Where do you go? Now the next question. If you want to see animals, where do you go? Where do you go if you want to see animals? Okay, so next question. When do you go to school? You go to school in the morning or in the afternoon? When do you go to school? Go to school in the morning or in the afternoon? In the morning, okay. And what lessons do you have on Tuesday? What lesson do you have on Tuesday? What lessons?
I listen Vietnamese, math, music.
Okay. And when do you have English? When do you have English?